What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be working on the Raptor again. We're going to remove this factory exhaust, and we got us a new all blacked out HMF. So this bad boy, oh yeah, we got the exhaust, and we looked up and found us a blacked out head pop also. So this is going to be a nice upgrade to this thing. Really been wanting to do this. These things were really hard to find. I searched for weeks, maybe even months, trying to find an all black exhaust for this bad boy, and it took me a while. But anyway, we lucked up, found one. They said they had one in stock on HMF, so we're gonna do the unboxing and get this bad boy on. Let's get to it. All right, let's get the razor knife out, and let's get these bad boys opened up and see what it's all about. Got your little packet here, and it's got your springs and your clamps. I'll check that out in a second. And these have a kind of a Y pop that comes out. You got two coming out of the head that's a Y pop going into one. So. Yeah. I love the black. You know, we'll see how it ages after we put some hours on it, see what the heat does to it, but it definitely looks good. Plastic's loud. And there is the Y pop. I'll lay these over here out of the way. Now, unbox the exhaust. One's got a black head pop, and then here's a silver piece that goes with the exhaust. Another parts bag. I wish they would truly black it all out. I mean, black everything. Bolts, rivets, nameplate, everything. everybody. So there's what it comes with. You got the HMF exhaust, and there's your 2 head pops, and then your Y pop. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of the polished whatsoever. It's supposed to be all black, but of course that's how my look goes. But hopefully you won't be able to see much once it's on there. So, but anyway, let's get to it. Let's get this old one took off, get our tools, and get this bad boy swapped out. Looks like we got a couple 12mm bolts, 5mm Allens, boom boom, and looks like 4 more 12mm bolts. That's a 12. Looks like it's all 12mm bolts on all the mounts. $5mm hex bolts, Allen key, whatever you want to call them, on the clamps. And I think that's about it. Hopefully that'll get it out of there. So let's get to it. Sorry guys, that sounds awful now. Got so I see 2 clamps that just took those off, the bolts out of them, and then there's 2 bolts under the fender. Oh yeah, that boy's in there. And I love the little motorcycle / ATV lift. This thing is awesome, man. It gets it up off the ground to where you've got a lot more room to get work done, get up underneath it, whatever you need to do. Those 2 bolts out. Nope. There's the OEM. Exhaust off. Now we're gonna work on the head pops. These will hopefully come out. I figured those would be a lot harder to get out of there. Same as those other ones, the clamps and stuff, because there's so much heat that gets transferred through all this. They tend to want to seize up, but oh yeah, my back popped up real good. Kind of hard to see that one in there. Let's go over here and grab this other side. Same thing, there's two nuts up in here that you gotta get off. A little bit less room over here with the coolant jug. Yeah, this is really hard to get to. All right, got them broke loose. Main thing, these motorcycle four-wheel lifts are nice, but they're pretty sturdy for the most part. But you got to be careful on putting any weight on it, especially on the front, man. They're very light. All right, we got all that off. There it is. There's the head pops, dual head pop with the Y pop. And it's got the factory shield and stuff on it. So it's all factory, man. This thing is never been modified till now. So we're going to do a lot of modifications to it. So. We'll let this thing down a little bit, put it in lock mode. All right. It's pretty dirty. I'm gonna just wipe out what I can. Be careful not to let anything get in there, of course. Just kind of carefully wiping around. All right, so I've got the old off, got the new parts out here. Comes with a couple springs for the Y pipe. You got your T-clamps. Comes with a couple bolts, washers. And then there's our new HMF pipe. I'll let y'all see right there if you can see good in here. So there's your dual outlet on the head. Let's get ready to put this bad boy back on. Which is the longer one. Just got 2 nuts on both, 2 nuts each that go back on your studs, your head studs, where the manifold goes, head pipe. Make sure your clamps are all the way up. Everything should slide right back in there. I think this black is gonna make it look a lot better. I really like anything black, trying to black it out. So any chance we get to do that, I'll go for it. Make sure your clamps are on there even, run your nuts back up on there. Make sure the pipes seat back in there properly. You can get them most of the way by hand, and then we'll go and snug them. Once we get it all fitted, everything's lining up properly, then we'll go back and tighten them. So this one, spring, go there. I need a clamp. The reason you leave them loose, that way you've got some wiggle room to work this other mid pipe, whatever you want to call it in. I got a lot of powder coat on these things. There's that one. Got to be easy because we got it up on the lift, but just figure out the longest ones coming from the other side, and then your smaller bend comes from this side into the bottom. The other side goes through the top. Just want to wiggle them in there. They're pretty tough to get on the powder coat. There's not much tolerance in there. I'm gonna let this thing down so I can really grab it and try to push that in there. Want to get a mallet and tap on it. Just got to be careful. You don't want to hit it too hard. Oh yeah. Yeah, that made a lot of difference. Bottom one's pretty close. The top one's still a little bit off here. Head pops are looking good. Now let's see. So we got springs. 2 springs will go here. Then we got a T-clamp ready to go on here. And then we'll bolt this up there to the 2 factory bolt mounting spots. It comes with another piece. I guess if you need to extend it out some. This though, you just want to kind of work it back and forth until you get lined up to where you need to be. And we'll get pretty close. So there's your spring clamps. We'll put those on to hold the mid pipe together with the head pipe. And it comes with 4 washers, 2 bolts for each. One on the back side, one on the front side. Tight fit. It's hitting right here. This part of the frame, it's a part of the rear bumper, grab bar. Literally hitting right there. So let's see if we'll have to modify it a little bit. Now they have a lot of powder coat on it, so yeah, we're gonna have to buzz down that that powder coat and a little bit of that weld right there because it's hitting that frame right there. So All right, guys. Went and got the die grinder. Let me go grab a wrench to tighten these. All right, I'm gonna show you real quick, close-up view here. This thing looks nice. So if you see right there where that mark is, it's hitting right there. It still needs to go up about, I don't know, a good quarter, maybe 3/8 of an inch, but it's hitting right there. So I'm just gonna buzz that right there with the die grinder and see if we can get it up there. I always wear safety glasses, so I always want to protect my eyes, especially doing stuff like this, any kind of grinding, anything, any kind of metal work, but I wear them all the time, so just be safe doing it. A little bit more off of it. Sorry for the noise, guys. I know it's loud. Oh, these bolts. Definitely. That's the right size. That's the right size. Finally got that one started. All right. Just a little bit of modification needed. It happens a lot, especially when you're modifying anything. I'm gonna loosen these up a little bit more. See if we can get a little bit more flex out of it right there where it connects to the exhaust. Just loosen them a little bit. You don't want them to unseat, but need a little bit more flex on this to get it lined up right. Sorry guys, it's not lining up 100%, so all right. So got it to bite. I just had to get that to flex just a little bit. Need to go in there. Whew. All right, I'll let y'all see up close there. We're making some progress. Now I just got to get the T-clamp in there adjusted, get it tightened. We'll put our springs on. Then once it's all lined up, we'll finish tightening the other bolts. Appreciate y'all being patient, because that took a lot longer than I expected. Nothing ever works out like it won't, though. Go ahead and get your spring clamps on here. I love these new pistol grip pliers from Icon. Just stretch them. Put your hook on there. Hook it on one side. Take it and face it away from you. Stretch it up. Give it a couple taps so we know they're good and seated in there. Alright, now we get these. We'll get the clamp tightened here. Snug it. I ain't tightening it all the way, just getting it to stay put. So I'm gonna go up in here and finish tightening these, and then we'll finish tightening the T-clamp, and maybe should be done. And these, you want to work your way back and forth. Tighten one side, a couple turns, go to the other side, a couple turns, go back to this side, a couple turns, go back to the other side, back and forth, because you don't want to put it in a bind. And I'm gonna go over here and do the other side same way. A few turns on that side. With this head pop is a little bit different when you get a shorter socket. This inner one's a whole lot harder to get to. You gotta switch up the combination of the wrenches a lot. And a short socket on one, extension on the other, two, and then everything looks good. It'll be real easy with these too, because you'll break these T-clamps. Just want to snug it up. And there we go. Like I said, sorry guys, it took a little bit longer because we had a couple modifications we had to do. But man, that HMF looks good. That black head pop. Show y'all, there's the T-clamp. Here's your spring clamps. Head pops are seated. Oh yeah, it looks good. So we've got a lot we're doing at the same time right now. I do have a MSD blaster EFI. It's a fuel injected tuner for this thing, since it is fuel injected. So we're not going to start it just yet. We're going to save that for another video because we got to get this thing finished and get it tuned. So stay tuned for more. I appreciate y'all being patient with me and tuning in to another episode for the Raptor. So hit that like button, subscribe button, tell all your friends and family. You know, we're going to try our best to keep creating good content, and let me know what y'all think. So on to the next one, man. We'll see you guys.